Hey guys, the PokePro guy back again with another video. Today we're going to be doing another top 10. And today we're going to be doing the deadliest Pokemon in real life. So here's the basic idea of this video. Come with the top 10 Pokemon I think would be worse to have in real life. I wanted to call it maybe worst or the most powerful Pokemon in real life, but you know, it really just made more sense to call it deadly, because think of it, we put, let's say, a Reshiram in the wild, odds are some things are gonna die. I mean, because Reshiram is powerful, it's a powerful Pokemon, that's why it's called legendary. And there are no Megas or Primals in this video, even though if there were Megas and Primals in this video, it'd be a lot different, because there are a lot of Megas and Primals that are very powerful. And I'm not going on stats, I'm going on lore and their story and how they act and what would happen and all that. So before we get started, leave a like, subscribe to the video, and don't forget to click that little bell, and let's get started. Number 10, Mewtwo. There's not much reason why I put this Pokemon at the number 10 spot. I mean, it almost barely made the list, to be honest. But because, well, Mewtwo's strong. That's really the only reason. I thought, well, I have to think of one Pokemon that is just pure strong. Like, it doesn't have any really special abilities except Psychic. It's being a Psychic type Pokemon, and it can use Psychic and stuff like that. But I think that in real life, without its Mega Evolution, it would still destroy, because I mean, it's the deadly Pokemon. I mean, it just has a lot of anger in its heart, and you know, I think that makes it qualifiable enough to be a deadly Pokemon. Number 9. Kyogre. Now, Kyogre, when we think about him, he's one bad dude. One, had to get the legendary Rayquaza to shut him up. And two, here's what the Pokédex says about him. Kyogre has slumbered in a marine trench for ages, but when it awakens, it could cause downpour that would widen the oceans. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think we need any more ocean. And when he says widen the oceans, he doesn't mean a little bit. Kyogre wants to complete the whole world in water. Now, the only reason that it's not that far up on the list is because, well, humans can swim. I mean, what's a little water gonna do? I mean, have you ever thought about how, you know, like, in the Pokemon universe, when a normal type gets hit with water, it hurts them? Well, then again, you ever got sprayed with a water hose that was on full blast? Yeah, it just doesn't feel too good. Anyways, back to the video. Number 8, Dialga. Now, when I think of this Pokemon, well, I don't actually think of destruction unless I think of the movie with Darkrai and Palkia where they fight. Yeah, it's a weird movie. But what I really like about this Pokemon is this legendary Pokemon has the ability to distort time. As a matter of fact, it said that time began when Dialga was born. So, doesn't that mean that this legendary Pokemon has the ability to stop time? I mean, it would technically be deadly if Dialga just decided, you know what, no more time, and then time just stopped. Wouldn't that be bad? Because then we wouldn't be able to move, we wouldn't be able to do anything, we'd just be like this. Would we even know that time stopped? Maybe time just stopped and we had no idea. Am I reaching? Tell me in the comments. I don't know. I just need something to fill the number 8 spot. Number 7. Macargo. Now, this Pokemon is very, very hot. Not unlike the good hot, the bad hot. Let me read a dex entry. Flames occasionally erupt from Macargo's shell, which is naturally considering its body temperature reaches 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, do you know how hot 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit is? Let me give you a little hint. That's hotter than the sun. Okay, alright. So, if it was just chilling and sitting outside your window, it would create a big hole in the earth because it's hotter than the sun and it would melt the crust. Yeah, this Pokemon means bad news. Number 6. Guzzle Lord. Now, if you don't know about Guzzle Lord, let me go ahead and read its sun entry. It has gobbled mountains and swallowed whole buildings. According to reports, it is one of the Ultra Beasts. And the Moon Dex entry says, a dangerous Ultra Beast, it appears to be eating constantly, but for some reasons its droppings have never been found. Alright, so what do we get from that? Well, we get 2 things. 1, Guzzler doesn't shit. And 2, Guzzler never stops eating. Okay, alright. So let's say that, you know, just chilling out. You know, and this Guzzler appears. Oh, everything's gone. It just ate everything. Eats whole buildings and whole mountains. That means where you're standing right now, if it's a mountain, bye-bye. And if that doesn't mean it just eats big things. It probably eats small things too. Imagine trees being swallowed up, you being swallowed up, cars being swallowed up, whole towers. Imagine it being unleashed on New York. That wouldn't be too good for New York. It'd be like Godzilla, except Godzilla eating everything. Number 5. Rayquaza. Now, I don't actually think Rayquaza would ever actually hurt anyone really, because, well, it's supposed to be a good Pokemon. It's supposed to be, you know, kind of in control around make sure they don't destroy the world like that. So I think it would never do this. But does it have the potential to do that? Well, let's go ahead and look at what its dex entries and let's see. Rayquaza lives high above the ozone layer and is rarely seen by anyone. Okay, alright, so that's good, right? No? Let's look at some times when it did come down. Comes down for the most catastrophic events and usually helps stop them. Alright? So, especially like Rayquaza fighting Groudon and Kyogre. Now, Rayquaza, if they can defeat those legendary beasts, what if it just, you know, decide, you know what, I'm not going to be good anymore. I'm just going to destroy the world. It could if it wanted to. Like, there's nothing stopping it. It could destroy buildings and all sorts of other stuff. And that's not even including its Mega Evolution. Number 4. Giratina. Now, Giratina is a bad Pokemon. Now, if Arceus notices your destructive behavior, then something's wrong. Arceus noticed it. Anyways, so Giratina lives in the reverse world, a strange place with low gravity. Giratina is the only one who can travel between the reverse world and the normal world. Okay. Sounds pretty crazy. What else does it say? Garrity uses its origin form to fly in the reverse world. When it enters the normal world, it changes to its altered form. Okay. Alright. Not so bad, right? Okay, hold up. It's bad, definitely. People consider Giratina as the devil of Pokemon. Right, the devil. Okay, that's pretty bad. Like, this guy is straight in hell. Alright, and he's basically the commander of it. He lives in that world, and he's basically the only thing that lives there, pretty much, except Unknown, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, it's not good because he's destructive. He's just destructive. And imagine if Arceus would have never let him out. He might have wreaked havoc on the world. The small populations of human that did live wouldn't live very long because he'd be hunting them. Yeah, we would have serious problems if Giratina was in the real world. Number 3. Groudon. Now, there are a lot of reasons I think this Pokemon is a very destructive Pokemon. I mean, even more so than Giratina, and you'll see why in a second. Because Groudon, no, I talked about Kyogre earlier, but I think Groudon's worse because we can swim in water. If Groudon just starts creating land, then we'll die. Because how do you make land? Lava. You need lava. So Groudon just starts spitting out lava everywhere, making new land. But who lives on the land? Us. So he'd be burying us as he's making the land. I don't know about you, but I think lava is pretty dangerous, and I think we shouldn't let Groudon in the real world ever anytime soon. Number 2. Arceus. I'm just making fun of Game Freak because that's one of the ways they pronounce it. Arceus has a lot of different ways. Some people say Arceus, some people say Arceus, some people say Arceus. Yeah. Then I just stick with Arceus because that sounds the most decent to me. Arceus is what you would call a god Pokemon. Let's go ahead and read what its deck says. Arceus emerged from an egg in a place where there was nothing. It was believed to shape the world. Okay, alright. This sounds like a pretty nice Pokemon. It shaped the world and made everything. Okay, alright. But if it can shape the world, it can do anything. So it could be like that and you're dead. Like you just think. It could think, hey, kill him and he's dead. So imagine if it came down to Earth and just thought, I'm wiping out all the humans. 1 second, they're all gone. Like, you wouldn't even stand a chance because he would just think it and they'd all be dead. So, yeah, Arceus is a very deadly Pokemon, but I still don't think it's the deadliest. Number 1. Yveltal. Do I think Yveltal is the most deadly Pokemon? And you're probably thinking, why wasn't Arceus? Arceus is so much more deadly. On contrary, my friend, Arceus has a choice. He can decide whether he wants to kill you or not. Yveltal was made to kill everything and doesn't have a choice. It does it naturally. It is its nature. It cannot help it. So, Yveltal will just kill. There's nothing it can do about it. It was made to kill. If you don't know Yveltal's kind of backstory, Yveltal was made to wipe everything. It's kind of the idea of new beginnings and beginnings. Xerneas makes life, and Yveltal destroys the destruction Pokemon. What it does is when it goes in its cocoon and gets ready to sleep, it sucks the life energy of everything in the world. Anything that has life energy, it's dead. And it starts straight. Actually, I have a Pokemon theory about this, and if you want to see what that's about, go ahead and subscribe right now because you're not going to see it because it's not out yet. But yeah, that is what I believe. I believe Yveltal is the worst Pokemon to have in real life. Well, thank you everybody, and I had a lot of fun making this video. This is one of my favorite videos I've made so far. Go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to the video if you liked it, and tell me what you think the deadliest Pokemon is. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if you think I'm right, if I sound pretty good. Tell me anything. And until I see you next time, train on.